Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live decoding session for BankNifty. Today is Thursday, the 26th of October 2023, and the current time is 9:03 a.m. IST. And also, today is the monthly expiry for the month of October. Okay, so let me just let's look at what's the overall context and what's my current trade plan for today. Okay. So first of all, we have a nice liquidation since last 2 days. The auction or overall inventory is definitely down, and there are areas where I'm seeing supply. So 43,000 and above is where I'm seeing sellers. 43,200 to 43,600. This entire range is where I'm looking for sellers. Plus, these are the areas where there have been single prints. Also, yesterday the auction opened above 40 around 43,300 level, and 43,400 is where the supply came in again, and then they took the auction lower, and then we auction stopped, or I would say supply shut off around the 42,200 level. Okay. So currently I am looking for a gap down or gap down opening. Let's see, the pre-open data will be out in next 2 minutes. But I am looking for continuation lower. So now if it opens gap down, the areas where I'm looking for the auction to open is below 42,500. Let's see whether we get this big massive gap down, because 850 to 500, right? That's a minus 350 points, gap down. That will be a big gap down. So 42,500 is the line in sand, and again, why 42,500 is because of the inventory data. So currently, if you see, this is 42,000, and 42,500 is where I'm seeing a lot of put positions, where they are open. The orders have not been executed, followed by 42,000 level. Okay, so I'm expecting the auction to let's see where the auction opens. We will be getting some more clues. But overall, 42,806, 42,702, 598, and 494. These are the four zones or areas where I'm looking for sellers, or the how strong the supply is coming in. And let's say if it doesn't open gap down, right? If it doesn't open gap down, then what should be the trade plan? Then I'm looking to see the auction to open within the previous day's range. And if it opens within the previous day's range, then 806, 910, 4315, these are the areas where I'm going to observe the auction. And I am seeing a lot of buyers are trapped, since continuously since last 2 days. Now there have been positions, big players, they are currently accumulating a lot of positions. The algorithm and the AI is suggesting me to start building up the portfolio. But yeah, overall, looking at this monthly auction, right, how the prices have developed, I'm seeing more supply in the more buyers are trapped. So I'm looking for more supply to be coming in. Now this is the zone where 850 to 800. This is where I'm seeing good selling pressure, followed by buyers trapped above 43,000, 43,050, 43,100. Yeah. So these are all the zones where I'm seeing sellers, or selling will be happening, will be coming in. Okay. And if I just study the overall print, right, of the Bank Nifty futures, Bank Nifty spot, HDFC futures, and HDFC spot, currently what I'm seeing is we have got a lot of trapped buyers. So this is HDFC cash, this is HDFC futures. Yes, so we are opening gap down. The pre-open data is out. So now the previous day's low is pretty important. So we are going to open around 42,700, 42,700 and lower. So I'm looking for continuation lower. And let me just go back. Okay, so we are going to open, what's the actual open? So we are opening 123 points, right? Not a big move. What is happening in Nifty? We are opening 94 points. Okay, that's fine. Let me just close this. So now the trade plan is pretty clear. Previous day's low is the area, or the point of interest, because that's where I'm looking for supply to be coming in. Okay, so previous day's low is around 42,760 in spot and 42,760 in futures. Wow, so both spot and futures, they have the similar. So we are going to open around 42,708. So 42,700 is the line inside. I'm going to see whether we look below, fail and continue higher. This is the area where I'm looking for some sellers to initiate their trades. That's the trade plan one. Now if the auction continues lower, then I will not be chasing this. I'll be looking at the order flow which is going to build, and based on that I'll be taking the trades. Okay, so as the auction is already gapping down, opening with a gap down, and this is where I'm seeing a balance. So between 40 to 500 and this will be 40 to 100. This is where I'm seeing some chop to be built. I also have got one level, so this is there, and plus this is the April month's profile. Currently I am looking for some buying around this particular zone. So this zone is 40 to 607 or 40 to 600. Okay, so things are shaping out pretty clearly, and also we are breaking the yearly VWAP. So that is a sign of flush. So breaking the yearly VWAP, I am looking for more action, more activity now. So I will be waiting and watching today. Today is also the monthly expiry, so just be careful. Don't be at all in a hurry to take any trades. Okay. But overall, yeah, inventory is down. Inventory is definitely down. Inventory is short. So we are gonna open lower, so around 43, 42, 700-ish level. There aren't any here, but I am seeing there are trapped supply at 42, 680 to 42, 640. Yeah, so this is the zone where I'm seeing sellers are trapped. So 40 to 700 is where I'm looking for look below and fail and continue higher towards the previous day's low, and that's where I'm looking above and fail. Yeah, so that's the trade plan I'm going to look at here. This is where a lot of sellers, this is trapped shorts. Again, after that 560 to what is this range? Yeah, so this is 560 to 350, right? So this is a bigger range where a lot of sellers are trapped. Okay, so as the auction is opening lower, I'm looking for some responsive buying. Let's see whether we get that. If not, I will be not initiating any trades. I will be just waiting and watching. Also 40 to 700 is the zone where I am seeing some buying to be happening. Okay, so I'll just mark a line in sand here, 40 to 700. And where I'm observing, okay, so this is one range. Let's see. So the current time is 9:12. The auction will open in next 3 minutes. Okay, now let me just open my one-click trade. So currently the funds which are available, which I'm using, is 42K. This is the overall funds which are available currently. And looking at the performance, right? So I am been testing it out, all the strategies. So currently this is the current performance. So in the month of October, yeah, I have taken 97 trades. Currently I'm in a 2% loss. September also I have taken 93 trades. I was in a 3% loss. So I started with 44K. Currently I am with 42K. Right, so overall I am in a loss. I am in a 5% loss, but yeah, I'm just sharing how I'm tracking, and I'm also so this is September, this is October, so this is, I'm building a trading journal and tagging and logging all the trades. Okay, so let me just close this, and we will look at the pre-open, the data, and how the auction is developing. The time is 9:13. Let me know if you have any questions. Use the live chat function. Feel free to ask me any question. I'll be happy to take it up. Also, there are a couple of stops levels. So 650 is where I'm seeing there are stops, 650 to 600. Let's see, how the order flow gets built. But for me, 700 is the line in sand. Yeah. So I'm not in a hurry to take any trades. Observe. First, develop the skill to observe. If the auction develops, then look at the order flow. If the order flow is supporting your bias or your conviction, then only execute, or else just observe. Okay, so the auction will open in next 8 seconds. Okay, so the auction has opened and now it is giving me signs. The AI is telling me to start accumulating BankNifty. So this particular stops are taken out. So 40 to 600 is where supply is shutting off. It is again developing lower. More alerts are getting triggered. Yep. So you are seeing it live, right? LTTTS, Tata Power, BEL, they are all suggesting me to add. Okay, let me just hit refresh to this chart. This is, the AI suggesting me to start accumulating because there is currently a big flush which is happening. Okay, so what we have is we have open equal to high. We are developing lower. Let me just look at the order flow which is getting developed. So 700 is where I was looking for price to balance, but this is where the prices or the supply is shutting off. Okay, so currently it is developing lower. Let it go. I'm seeing some balancing, some stability around 40 to 600. Okay, now the price is dropping. So 40 to 600 is the line in sand. More supply is coming in. Good sell-off happening in HDFC. Okay, that's fine. So earlier this is the zone where we had trapped sellers. So they are the ones who are absorbing the supply. They are the ones who are exiting the auction. So this is the open. I'll count. Okay, let me count this entire. Yeah, let me count this entire thing as unfinished auction or a gap. Okay. So I am seeing a seller at 43,041, 42,980, 42,919. Now there seems to be some issue with the data. So this is here the data is 608, here the data is 898, here it is 608. Why so? So this is BankNifty futures, this is also BankNifty futures. Okay, so it seems that it has taken up the rollover. Let me just quickly look at this. 640, 657. So why is this showing me 926? Let me take the October contract. Let me now mark the balance zones. Okay, now I'm just observing the supply. So currently we have tagged VWAP, seller is seen definitely there. Okay, massive selling, but yeah, there are buyers at 42,600. So I'm looking for continuation lower. What's happening in the OI? So 42,500 is where more put positions are already getting created. Okay, so now the data points are correct. Okay, so supply is shutting off at 42,598. So this is where supply is shutting off. Now I want sellers to be coming in more and let them be trapped. Currently, if you see, no fresh selling is happening. We are just pretty flat. Okay, so I want 598 to be broken. We are currently just moving sideways between 643 and 601. So these are the two zones, where I'm observing for supply, where I'm looking for sellers. Do I see buying here? Let's see. I'll also maximize this, increase this, so that way. Currently, I'm seeing there are buyers present at the lows. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Okay, so let's see, do we have continuation? No, we are seeing absorption. Okay, so 601. So if the close is above 601, then I'll be taking a long trade, or else let it drop. Now the next area where I'm looking at is 559. Okay, so I'm looking for continuation now. More buyers are coming in, absorbing the selling pressure. Okay, 550 and this particular zone, these are the areas where again I'm looking for supply to be shutting off. Okay, nice. So now more sellers, fresh selling has came into the system. Let it drop. Good flush happening. Okay, does it tag 550? Yeah, it has tagged 550. Let's see. I'm looking for continuation now. Okay, big red. That's a good, yeah. So VIX is also increasing. So there's a seller at 559. Come on, I'm looking for continuation now. Continuation lower. 42,500 is the zone where I'm looking for some sort of price stability. Okay, currently I'm seeing more more put positions are getting created at 500. 600 is where more call positions are created, and from the OI data, open interest is more for the puts. Okay, so I'm expecting some choppiness. So first sign of some short covering, but yeah, I will not be chasing this. I'm looking at 559 now. Now there is a buyer seen here. Yeah, there is some buying happening. Futures also, there is some buying happening. Yeah, but yeah, this is for sellers. We are in a trending down mode. I wanted to break 550, then 540. The next level is 494. So I'm looking for the auction to continue towards 494. Let's see whether we get that or not. Let me see if there are any comments. Nope, no comments. It is a nice flush. Where are we in terms of the value? Yeah, so we are nearing to the zone where I'm looking for supply to get exhaust. So 600 is where I am looking for sellers. Okay, some short covering is happening now. And you saw this, right? How buying came in. So don't chase it. Wait for some price stability. Currently the ball is in the court of sellers. I'm just waiting and watching. What am I seeing from the print is, here are the buyers, here are the sellers. So all this buyers, do they absorb the supply? So there is some price stability seen where? Seen at 550. Yeah, this is where I'm seeing some price stability, but there are trapped buyers here, and here there is supply. Okay, and if short covering happens, right, it will be pretty massive. So just be cautious. No trades at the open. So inventory is short. We have opened out of value. Currently the auction is trending down mode. So do not chase the trend. And do not go against the trend. Yes. Wait for some clarity. Wait for some price stability. Let the big players fight it out. Okay, the time is 9:27. So we have got a trapped buyer here, 570. It has broken 550. Now I'm looking for continuation lower. Yes, we are seeing continuation. So all these buyers, they are the ones who are throwing in the towel. Okay, so we have taken the 540 stop. I'm looking for continuation. Next zone is 500. What's happening from OI? Yeah, more put positions are getting created. Here both call and put are getting executed. Okay, so 40 to 500 is the zone where I'm looking for some supply to be shutting off. We are just, so the low is 520, we are just 20 points away. So who's buying here? Come on, break the 500 level. So both call and put, yeah, call premiums are higher compared to put. So this is 267, this is 243. Slightly call premiums are a bit higher. So what's the low? The low is 508.3. Okay, so let's just observe 500 is the line in sand. Let's see what happens there. Okay, I'll just be on mute. Because this is where, I'm looking for supply to get exhausted. Okay, so what's happening is we just tagged 500 and now the auction is, so there is some price stability around 500. So we are in this range. Okay, now I'm looking at, I have some price stability now. I have some levels which is 517 and 559. Okay, so I'm looking for some chop. Currently there is a seller seen at 540. There are trapped buyers above 550. Okay, so do we get a mean reversion trade towards VWAP? I am not looking for that. I just want to observe. So I have not taken a single trade right at the open. It has been just 16 minutes since the market has opened and 32 minutes since I'm talking, right? So why the auction stopped here? First of all, this is a psychological level, right? So those who sold, they will be exiting. Now I'm looking for a flush. I want this level to be broken, and once it moves up, for me that is a good trade, because this is like a V-shaped move. If you know Lance from SMB, this is that capitulation trade setup, which he shares and which he is practicing and making a lot of money. Okay, so 40 to 500. Why the auction stopped here is what I'm currently asking the market. Let me see what's the actual low. The actual low is 40 to 501.1, just one tick above 500. Okay, so this low is not even at 500, it's 501, one tick. Okay, so we are going to chop. Now what we have is we have got some sellers trap. This is where there are buyers trap. So we have established a range. So we are going to chop in this range. So observe the reaction here. So what is this price level? Observe the reaction between 535 to 522. This 10-point range. That's where I'm looking for some absorption, some responsive buying. And if 525 or 520 fails, then look for continuation lower, and the next target is 450. Okay, so this is my trade plan now. I am looking for responsive buying in this 10-point range, and this coincides with the first standard deviation. So if this breaks, I am looking for I'm observing at 517. Yeah, but overall supply is in the system. So it did look below 525. Now why is it moving up? I want it to continue lower. Failure to continue lower is a sign that supply is getting exhausted, and then I'm looking for rotation above. Rotation towards the VWAP. See, exactly to 217 is where supply is shutting off. Okay, now again I was not able to execute this. That's perfectly fine, but we looked below and failed. This is a support level for the moment. I'm looking for rotational upwards towards the VWAP. Yeah, so this trade plan is working out. So if you have bought at 517, you could have exited at 559. This was a quick scalp trade. Now again, let's see whether we see a seller. So there will be a seller at 559 and there will be a seller at the VWAP. Okay, so this trade worked out well. Now it's a bummer that I did not execute it. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so again observe at this level 35 to 25. If this level fails, then look for continuation lower. Okay, so that's it, ending the session for today. Do like, share, subscribe. Do feel free to comment and let me know what you think or what are your thought processes. Yeah, and I'll see you again. I think next week, tomorrow I won't be coming up live. I'll be seeing you coming Monday. Yeah, with that, take care. By the way, The auction did develop as per my understanding, and nice flush is happening. 450 is the zone where, I'm looking for it to tag. It has tagged, and again I'm looking for some more price stability. Okay, so thank you, and I'll see you again next week. Yeah, take care. Bye for now.